I hate my life. Why do good things never happen to me? Why me? No. Well, life's a bitch and then you die. Hey everyone, any of that sound familiar? We all know what that is. We all felt like that at some point in our lives. It's that feeling that our lives are out of our control. That something outside of us is the reason for all of our problems. It's feeling like we are victims of life. That we are victims of our circumstance and our situation. This is actually the first thing that we need to become aware of if we want to make any meaningful, permanent change in our life. This is the first critical step we must take in order to create the lives we truly desire. This is how we indeed become conscious creators. It's by getting out of feeling, thinking, and acting like a victim. This is what author and spiritual teacher Michael Beckwith calls victim consciousness. It's what he defines as the first stage of the 4 stages of human consciousness that we all must go to in order for us to awaken. Unfortunately though, this stage is the level of consciousness majority of humanity is playing at and unknowingly playing at. This is something that's had a major impact on my life once I became aware of it. And once I realized and became aware of the unconscious programmed narratives of blame that would run through my head. And most of the time, it wasn't even anything major. It was just that constant pattern of complaining and being negative about anything I didn't like, or any hurdle that I would encounter, or any little inconvenience. You know what I'm talking about. It's really this unconscious belief that runs on autopilot that says something outside of us determines our life, determines our destiny. It's when we blame others, circumstances, situations, things that happen to us for the problems we have and for the struggles we face in life. It's always someone or something's fault why we are not happy, healthy, fulfilled, making lots of money, have the job we want, or why we can't meet the right partner. The list goes on. It even shows up if you're someone who feels pretty good about your life, and you feel for the most part you're relatively happy, but you believe there's a level to your happiness, well-being, success, and what you can achieve in life that you can't reach, that you can't go beyond. It's like you're capped at a certain level. This likely might have to do with feeling like a victim sometimes, like complaining and blaming things outside yourself for your limitations. This could show up in complaining about things that seem so innocent, like complaining about the news, politicians, or religion, or believing some mysterious man in the sky is controlling and dictating your life, blaming your parents, your family, or your upbringing. Let me be clear though. This is in no way to minimize any pain or suffering any of us have gone through. This is in no way to absolve those who have hurt us or have done something terribly wrong to us. The purpose of this, though, is awareness. It is to become aware of when you are stuck in that trance of acting like a victim and blaming things outside of yourself. Because the problem with constantly living like this is that it invites the same vibration into your present life now, and it becomes more and more embedded as an unconscious pattern. It then becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy in which you unconsciously attract people, events, circumstances, and situations that only reaffirm that you are indeed a victim. More importantly, this is what drains us of our creative power. This severely limits our ability to manifest the life we desire and achieve our goals. It strips us of our power. We forfeit responsibility for our lives and we become complacent. When you've fallen into victim consciousness, you're either constantly blaming things outside of yourself for the state of your life, or you've fallen into the category of just being resigned to your situation. You have that "it is what it is" mentality. I mean, you'd like your life to be better, but you feel there's only so much you can do and there's so many things out of your control working against you that you feel unmotivated, or there's no use to try to better your life and work towards having the life you really want. These just serve as excuses that only justify our feeling like a victim. It's this mindset that highlights the problem that most people don't realize. Blaming and complaining only sabotages your ability to create. Victimhood is the kryptonite to manifesting.
Don't touch that. I told you. That's kryptonite, Superman.
Because when you're a victim, you stay bonded to those lower vibrations of blame, fear, lack, and limitation. Because you can't create anything worthwhile in your life from those states. You can only create more victimhood. So how do we empower ourselves to stop feeling like a victim? The key is your awareness. It all starts with awareness. First, become aware of all the areas in your life in which you feel victimized by. Deeply examine what you have a pattern of complaining about in your life. This can be from the smallest thing to the biggest thing. This is your blame story. Identify it. Ask yourself, which areas of your life do you feel like you have little to no control? Which areas of your life do you feel unworthy? In which areas are you complacent? Just do an honest assessment of your life without any judgment and evaluate where you're at. Because it's likely there's areas of your life where you feel really confident and you feel like you have a good handle on. You like the direction where it's going, but there are probably areas of your life where you don't feel that great. Those areas where you're struggling or that you wish things were different, are you blaming things outside of yourself? And the more you can become aware when you're caught up in the trance of complaining and immersing yourself in negativity, the more you will be able to catch yourself and keep those lower vibrational states out of your field of energy. So you can create your life and live your life and experience your life from a place of positivity and joy and peace and freedom. So I'm not saying you're never going to complain again. You are human after all. But remember, awareness is your goal. What is your blame story? And if you need help with this, I created a little workbook that you can download for free below this video. Thanks for watching.